Hello friends, if you have been around electric appliances for any amount of time, you would probably have heard of the transformer. Yes, they are those huge bulky things found in street corners, which make random scary noises and occasionally spit sparks. Your phone charger also has a kind of small transformer too, but much smaller and with a completely different mechanism. In this video, we will discuss about transformer. So let us start. Transformer contains a main tank in which all the equipments are kept. The body of this tank is made up of steel plates. Main tank contains three things: core, winding, and oil. First we will discuss about core. Core is made up of thin sheets of steel. These steel sheets are alloyed with silicon to reduce the eddy currents. Here the question, why a core is made up of steel sheets and why not a solid steel? You can see in this picture, it is because if we use solid steel, then it creates eddy currents in it, which opposes the main current flow. Eddy currents flow in closed loops within conductors. So when we use thin sheets of steel, then we can reduce the eddy currents. There are two types of core constructions: core type and shell type. You can see them in these pictures. Now let us understand winding. You can see winding in this picture. This winding can be of copper or aluminium. Transformers have two windings: primary winding and secondary winding. Primary winding brings power from the source and secondary winding delivers power at transformed voltage. When we increase number of turns in winding, it increases voltage, and when we decrease number of turns in winding, it decreases voltage. Transformers are used to step up the voltage or step down the voltage. When electricity is generated in power plant, it has to travel miles before it reaches your home. During this travel, many electrical losses occur. So here, step-up transformer is used to convert low voltage electricity into high voltage low current electricity. And when this electricity reaches our home, its voltage has to be lowered. Hence, step-down transformer is used. So this is the main purpose of transformer. Now let us understand how this winding is done in transformer. The winding which is close to core, it has a smaller number of turns. It is called as low voltage winding. And the winding which is placed on low voltage winding, it has a more number of turns. It is called as high voltage winding. Please note, core, low voltage winding and high voltage winding are separated by insulation. This insulation material can be of synthetic materials, paper or cotton, etc. If we don't keep this insulation material, then it can cause most severe damage to the transformer. Now let us keep this core and winding inside the main tank. And in this condition, if we switch on the transformer, the current will flow through the core and winding and it becomes hot. So to cool this core and winding, we need a coolant here. So this is the reason the main tank is filled with highly refined mineral oil. Now let us understand conservator or expansion tank. When transformer runs at its full capacity or when transformer overheats, alone oil won't be able to cool the transformer. When temperature increases, oil expands. And when temperature decreases, oil contracts. So when oil expands, it can come out of the tank and start overflowing. To avoid this, conservator tank is fitted on top of the transformer. It is connected to the main tank through a pipe. This expansion tank is half filled with oil and half portion is kept empty. The reason is, when oil expands, then there should be some space available for oil to get accommodated here. When the oil level comes up, the air will go out from conservator tank. If this air won't go outside the conservator tank, then the conservator tank can blast due to pressure. Same mechanism happens in pressure cooker. Now the question is, then why can't we keep this expansion tank fully empty? The reason is, suppose the transformer is not maintained properly, then oil level in transformer drops. Then this oil present in expansion tank will come here and maintain the proper level of oil. If suppose all the oil leaks from transformer, then transformer may catches fire. Now let us understand breather. You can see in this picture, breather is attached to conservator tank. The main function of breather is to absorb moisture and dust particles and supply pure air inside the conservator tank. Now here the question is, suppose if moisture goes inside the transformer, then what will happen? Normally the air contains moisture. Especially in humid areas, the air contains more amount of moisture. If this moisture goes inside the transformer, then it will decrease the strength of oil, insulation will become weak, and ultimately it will affect the life of transformer. To avoid this, you can see in this picture, breather is attached to the end of air pipe in such a way that the air enters and exits the conservator through it. This breather contains blue colored silica gel, which soaks moisture from the air and sends only pure air to the conservator tank. This is a detailed sketch of breather. You can see oil cap and air inlet at the bottom. Here the dust gets accumulated. The silica gel is blue in color. When it soaks moisture, it becomes pink colored. And when we remove moisture from this pink colored silica gel, then again it becomes blue and we can reuse it. Now let us understand Bucco's relay. Bucco's relay is located in between main tank and conservator tank. You can see the actual image of Bucco's relay here. Basically, it is a mechanical safety device which protects transformer. If the transformer rating is above 500 kVA, then Bucco's relay is used. When transformer runs at its full capacity, oil generates enough heat to decompose the oil into hydrogen, carbon monoxide, methane, etc. These gases gradually move towards the conservator tank through the connecting pipe. Bucco's relay senses these gases and activates the trip and alarm circuits. In simple language, it shuts down the transformer. So ultimately it saves winding and insulation from burning. Suppose by any chance, if Bucco's relay stops functioning, then what happens? That's why one more safety device is installed in transformer and it is called as explosion vent. When boiling oil and gases in transformer come up to conservator tank, then it comes out of the explosion vent to avoid explosion of the transformer. You can see here, the level of the explosion vent is normally maintained above the level of the conservator tank. Now let us understand cooling tubes and radiator. You can see in this picture, this is the radiator. Radiator consists of very thin steel tubes. The warm oil increases in volume and comes to the upper portion of the main tank. Then this oil enters the top portion of radiator and comes down through these thin tubes and comes back to the main tank through the bottom portion of radiator. This cycle repeats continuously. Radiator just increases the surface area with the help of cooling tubes for cooling the oil. This cooling can be accelerated further by forced air provided by means of fan. Now let us understand bushing and terminal. You can see in this picture, the high voltage supply is connected here in bushing and it is called as terminal. And this bushing is called as high voltage bushing. HV bushing is for high voltage and it is always bigger in size. And LV bushing is for low voltage and it is smaller in size. LV bushing is used for low voltage outgoing. So friends, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.